Kamusta mga katropa? Magandang araw mula sa inyong paboritong political analyst sa YouTube. Alam nyo ba, excuse me po, sa gitna ng political circus sa Pilipinas, may isang headline at trending ngayon ha. Tulfos, Cheese, Pink Force. Sino ang mga senador na boboto raw para i-convict si Vice President Sara Duterte? Pero teka ha, is this about justice o puro political vendetta? Sa susunod na ilang mga minuto, we're diving deep into this issue. Hindi lang chismis, pero facts. Sandali po ha. Yan. Okay, pero teka ha. Is this about justice o puro political vendetta? Sa susunod na ilang mga minuto, we're diving deep into this issue. Hindi lang chismis, pero facts, analysis at konting satire para may spice up natin ang ating usapan. Kaya mga kababayan dyan sa US, Canada, Dubai at kahit saan ka man sa mundo, ha? Grab your kape, sit back and relax and unpack this together. Okay, so ngayon pag-usapan natin ang impeachment buzz kay VP Sara. An analyst drop names ha, Tulfo Brothers, Chis Escudero at ang tinuturing na Pink Force. Pero bakit nga ba sila nakafocus kay Sara? Is this about accountability or isang orchestrated attack? As an OFW or youth, you might be wondering, anong impact nito sa future ng Pilipinas? We'll break it down with data, history at konting kwentong Pinoy para relatable. Plus, I'll share some YouTube hindi, wala na pala yun. Before we dive in, mga katropa, i-hit nyo na ang subscribe button, i-click ang bell icon para sa notifications at i-like ang video na ito para ma-reach natin ang mas maraming kababayan sa abroad. Kung gusto nyo ng mas malalim na analysis, i-comment nyo below. Talagang i-share at i-share nyo to sa mga kaibigan mo ha, at i-ano nyo na kung gustong-gusto nyo ng political deep dives at i-share sa mga kaibigan nyo diyan sa US, UK at o Middle East. And hey, if you're feeling generous, send us a super thanks to keep this channel running, lalo na para sa mga OFW na gustong-gusto ng ad-free experience. To keep you hooked, we're not just talking politics. I'll spring may mga ano pa yan, di ba? Sara, ano tayo, no? Talagang buhay natin yan, Philippine Politics 2025, ay talaga namang stay tuned mga kaibigan. So what's this impeachment talk all about? A political analyst recently dropped a bombshell claiming na may mga senador like the Tulfo Brothers, Chis Escudero, at ang mga so-called Pink Force na ready raw na raw i-convict si VP Sara Duterte kung magkakaroon ng impeachment trial. Pero let's be real ha, impeachment isn't just a word you throw around tulad ng chismis sa kanto. It's a serious process under the Philippine Constitution, requiring solid grounds like culpable violation of the Constitution, treason, bribery, or graft. So anong evidence ang meron laban kay Sara? So far, it's all speculation. No concrete charges filed, pero bakit nga ba siya ang target? Okay, let's look at the bigger picture. Sara Duterte as VP represents the Duterte legacy. Strong, polarizing, at loved by millions, lalo na sa Davao at sa Masa. Her critics though see her as a symbol of dynastic politics potential. Sandali po wait lang. Ang kate. Yan, thank you so much. Pasensya na po, ang kati sobra. Okay, so let's look at the bigger picture. Sara Duterte as VP represents the Duterte legacy, strong, polarizing, at loved by millions. Lalo na dyan sa Davao at sa Masa. Her critics though see her as a symbol of dynastic politics or a potential roadblock sa 2028 elections. So is this impeachment talk a legit call for accountability or a political maneuver? To weaken her, let's break it down with facts, not feelings. Okay, imagine this, mga kaibigan, isang political teleserye ang Senado. Ang title, Game of Thrones, Philippine Edition. Ang mga senador parang mga knights, pero instead of swords, they are armed with microphones and privileged speeches. Si VP Sara, siya yung queen na laging nasa hot seat pero with a loyal fan base na ready to defend her. Ang Pink Force, sila yung mga characters na may color-coded banners shouting justice pero may hidden agenda sa likod. At ang Tulfos, they are like the vigilante heroes, pero are they really for the people or playing to the gallery? This is where we separate facts from fiction, mga katropa. Under the 1987 Constitution, impeachment requires a two-third votes in the Senate to convict. That's 16 out of 24 senators. The analyst claims na may solid block na against kay Sara. But here's the catch. No formal complaint has been filed as of June 1, 2025. So what's driving this narrative? Some says it's about her alleged misuse of confidential funds. Pero wala pang audit report na nagpapatunay nito. Others point to her silence on key issues, which critics interpret as disloyalty to the administration. Pero teka, isn't silence a right? Let's dive into the legal side. Ano ba talaga ang grounds for impeachment? And does the case against Sara hold water? So let's meet the cast. The Tulfo brothers, Rafi and Erwin, are known for their tough on crime stance. They built a brand on being pro-masa, calling out corruption left and right. Pero bakit sila nasasali sa anti-Sara narrative? Is it because they are vocal critics of dynasties? No? Or are they aligning with a bigger political machine? Then there's Chis Escudero, the Senate President. Siya yung smooth operator, charming, calculated, at always in the middle of power plays. Ang Pink Force, it's a loose term for senators allegedly aligned with progressive or anti-Duterte factions. Pero here's the question, are they united enough to pull off a conviction? Now, let's flip the script. Sara Duterte isn't just a politician. She's a symbol of resilience for many Filipinos, lalo na sa mga OFW na nakakakita sa kanya ng pag-asa. Her programs like education reforms and disaster response initiatives have tangible impacts. For example, her work sa DepEd before becoming VP led to increased school budgets in 2022 to 2023. So bakit siya pag-iinitan? Some argue it's because she's a threat to the 2028 presidential race. Her critics might be painting her as a corrupt to tarnish her image. Pero without solid evidence, isn't this just character assassination? Kung ito nga ay teleserye, si Sara yung bida na laging inaapi pero lalabas na underdog sa huli. Ang mga detractors niya, sila yung mga kontrabida na may dramatic monologues pero kulang sa script. Picture this, isang senador nakasuit, pointing fingers at kay Sara. Pero ang evidence, eto may meme kami sa X. Come on mga katropa, we deserve better than that. Let's demand receipts, not rumors. To our OFWs in the US, Canada, Dubai, and beyond, this isn't just Philippine drama. It's your story too. The stability of our government affects remittances, economic policies, and even how the world sees us. If Sara is impeached without solid grounds, it could destabilize the political landscape, scaring investors and weakening the peso. Data from the Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas shows that OFW remittances hit 37 billion pesos, dollars rather, in 2024. Wow! Imagine if political chaos puts that at risk. Plus, Sara's pro-education and pro-poor policies resonate with OFWs who want a better future for their kids back home. So, is this impeachment push about justice or a power grab? So let's be fair. On one hand, critics argue that Sara's silence on issues like the West Philippine Sea or her alleged fund misuse raises red flags. They say public officials must be transparent and any hint of corruption deserves scrutiny. No? Fair enough. Pero on the other hand, Sara's camp argues that she's being targeted because she's a Duterte, a name that still commands loyalty from millions without a formal case. Isn't this just a witch hunt? The truth likely lies in the middle. No? Okay, political motives are real, but accountability matters too. The question is, are we holding Sarah to be a fair standard, or are we just playing favorites? Let me tell you a story. Si Aling Maria, an OFW nurse in Dubai, sends 20,000 pesos monthly to her family in Manila. She's a Sarah fan, no? She's a Sarah fan kasi she saw how Sarah fought for teacher salaries nung DepEd days niya. Pero when she hears about the impeachment buzz, she's worried. Kung wala ng Sarah, sino ang ipapalit? Yung mga senador na puro salita lang, that's the sentiment of many OFWs. This isn't just about Sarah, it's about trust in our leaders. Okay mga katropa, let's talk about Philippine politics. Ito po ay Philippine politics talaga, no? So back to the impeachment drama. Kung ito ay movie, the tagline would be Tulfos, Cheese, and the Pink Force. The Senate strikes back. Pero seriously without evidence, the impeachment talk, no? The impeachment talk feels like a script without a plot. Sarah's not perfect. Sino ba ang perfect na politician? But targeting her without receipts is unfair. Let us hold all leaders accountable, not just the ones who don't fit the narrative. So what happened next, no? Scenario 1, no impeachment case. Talagang mawawala yan, and Sarah continues as VP focusing on her programs, no? Scenario 2, matutuloy ang impeachment case but the Senate fails to convict. Sarah emerges stronger like a phoenix. Scenario 3, the worst case, a conviction could spark protest from her base, especially in Mindanao. For OFWs, this means watching how the 2028 elections shape up. Will Sarah run? Will her enemies succeed? Stay tuned kasi this story is far from over. Mga katropa, if you learned something today, hit the like button and share this video sa mga kababayan natin dyan sa US, Canada, Australia at Middle East. Comment down below sino ang susuportahan mo sa 2028 or is Sarah being unfairly targeted. Subscribe para sa mga more deep dives like this, and if you're feeling extra generous, send a super thanks to support the channel. Your support helps us keep bringing you the truth, no filter. So let's wrap this up. The Tulfos, Cheese, Pink Force narrative is spicy pero kulang sa substance, at least for now. Sara Duterte remains a polarizing figure, loved by many, targeted by some. But without evidence, this impeachment talk feels like a political stunt. For OFWs and youth, this is a reminder. Stay informed, questions narratives, and demand accountability, no, from all leaders. Salamat sa panonood mga katropa. Let's keep this conversation going sa comment section, and I'll see you in the next video. Mag-ingat kayo, lalo na ang mga nasa US, Dubai at Hong Kong. Represent natin ang Pilipinas kahit saan. So, don't forget to subscribe, like, share, and send a super thanks to keep this channel alive. Para sa mga OFW, this is your voice too. Let's make it heard. Paalam at see you next time.